Girl, it's a new day, redefining success and embracing your authentic self. Have you ever felt like you're living someone else's definition of success, like you're chasing a dream that doesn't quite fit? Well, my friends, it's time to wake up. It's time to realize that, girl, it's a new day, a day where we define success on our own terms, where we embrace our authentic selves, and where we let our purpose guide us to extraordinary heights. Today, I'm thrilled to share with you the profound insights I've gained from my conversation with the remarkable Renetta Weaver. Renetta is more than just a successful entrepreneur and coach. She's a visionary, a trailblazer, and a beacon of hope for women everywhere, especially women of color. Her work has touched countless lives, empowering women to step into their power, embrace their uniqueness, and redefine success on their own terms. Renetta's impact goes beyond business. She's reshaping the very fabric of how we view success, authenticity, and purpose driven leadership. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Another talk about authenticity and self discovery. Haven't we heard this all before? But I promise you, what I learned from Renetta is different. It's raw, it's real, and it has the power to transform not just how we work, but how we live. Let's start with a hard truth. We live in a world that often tries to put us in boxes, to tell us who we should be and how we should define success. For women, and especially for women of color, these expectations can be suffocating. We're told to lean in, to break glass ceilings, to be strong, yet nurturing, ambitious, yet likable. It's exhausting, isn't it? And the worst part is, even when we achieve all these things, we often find ourselves feeling empty, unfulfilled, wondering, is this all there is? I want you to take a moment right now. Close your eyes if you can. Think about the last time you felt truly, deeply fulfilled. Was it when you got that promotion, when you hit that sales target, or was it when you were doing something that truly aligned with your values, your passions, your purpose? Now open your eyes. If you're like most people, that moment of true fulfillment probably had little to do with traditional markers of success. And that's exactly what Renetta's message is all about. It's about redefining success, embracing our authentic selves, and letting our purpose guide us. Let's dive into the first key insight I gained from my conversation with Renetta, the power of embracing authenticity. Now, I know authenticity has become a bit of a buzzword lately, but hear me out. When Renetta talks about authenticity, she's not talking about some vague concept of being yourself. She's talking about something much deeper, much more powerful. Embracing your authenticity means recognizing and valuing your unique strengths and passions. It means having the courage to show up as your true self, even when it's scary, even when it goes against the grain. It means being willing to be vulnerable, to share your struggles as well as your triumphs. Let me share a story that illustrates this beautifully. During our conversation, Renetta told me about Pinky Cole, the CEO and founder of Slutty Vegan, a wildly successful vegan fast food chain. Now, on the surface, Pinky's story might seem like just another entrepreneurial success story. But dig a little deeper and you'll see a woman who embodies what it means to embrace authenticity and define success on her own terms. Pinky started Slutty Vegan with a passion for vegan food and a vision to make it accessible to everyone, especially in communities where healthy food options were limited. But she didn't just want to sell food, she wanted to create a movement. She faced numerous challenges: growing a business during a pandemic, navigating a male dominated industry, and breaking into a market that wasn't traditionally associated with vegan cuisine. But here's where Pinky's story gets really interesting. Instead of trying to fit into the mold of what a successful fast food chain should look like, she leaned into her unique vision and personality. She created a brand that was bold, provocative, and unapologetically fun. She didn't just sell vegan burgers, she created an experience that people couldn't resist talking about. The result: her company grew by 50% in 2022 with an average order value of around $30. But more than that, Pinky has used her success to lift up others. She's helped over 1,000 Black and Latinx women increase their net worth and eliminate debt. She's inspired countless Black women to pursue entrepreneurship. Pinky's story is a powerful example of what can happen when we embrace our authenticity and let our purpose guide us. She didn't achieve success by following someone else's playbook. She wrote her own rules, stayed true to her vision, and in doing so, created something truly extraordinary. Now, I want you to think about your own life. Are there areas where you're holding back, where you're not fully embracing your authentic self? Maybe it's in your career where you're pursuing a path that looks good on paper but doesn't light you up inside. Maybe it's in your relationships where you're afraid to show your true self for fear of judgment or rejection. Maybe it's in your personal goals where you're chasing someone else's definition of success instead of your own. I challenge you to identify one area in your life where you can be more authentic. What would it look like to fully embrace your true self in that area? What's holding you back? And most importantly, what could be possible if you had the courage to be unapologetically you? This brings us to the second key insight I gained from my conversation with Renetta: the importance of redefining success. For too long, we've allowed others to define what success looks like for us. We've chased after titles, salaries, and external validation, often at the expense of our own happiness and well being. Renetta challenged me to think differently about success. She asked me, what if success isn't about reaching a certain level in your career or achieving a specific financial goal? What if success is about living a life that aligns with your values, that allows you to make a positive impact on the world, that brings you joy and fulfillment? This redefinition of success is liberating. It means that success looks different for each of us, and that's okay. It means that we can stop comparing ourselves to others and start focusing on what truly matters to us. Let me share another story that illustrates this beautifully. Renetta told me about Ashley Walker, the founder of Smoothie Me Please. Ashley's story is a powerful example of redefining success and pursuing a purpose-driven life. Ashley launched her business during the pandemic, a time when many people were scaling back or putting their dreams on hold. She faced significant challenges, starting a new business in an uncertain economic climate, securing funding, and creating a viable business model in a competitive market. But Ashley had a clear vision. She wanted to create a business that not only provided healthy food options to her community, but also promoted overall wellness. She applied for and received a local community development grant to launch her smoothie business. Now, if we were measuring success by traditional standards, we might look at Ashley's business and say, well, it's not a multi-million-dollar corporation, so is it really successful? But that would be missing the point entirely. Ashley's success isn't measured in dollars and cents alone. It's measured in the impact she's having on her community. She's created a successful business that promotes health and wellness. She's contributing to the growing number of Black women-owned businesses. She's inspiring others to pursue their dreams, even in the face of adversity. This is what success looks like when we define it on our own terms. It's not about comparing ourselves to others or meeting some arbitrary external standard. It's about living in alignment with our values, making a positive impact, and finding fulfillment in what we do. I want you to take a moment right now to reflect on your own definition of success. What does success look like for you? Not according to society's standards, but according to your own values and aspirations. What would it feel like to achieve that kind of success? But now I want you to hold on to that feeling. That's your compass. That's what should be guiding your decisions, your actions, your life. This brings us to the third key insight I gained from my conversation with Renetta: the power of purpose-driven leadership. When we embrace our authenticity and redefine success on our own terms, we naturally step into a place of purpose-driven leadership. Purpose-driven leadership isn't about having a fancy title or managing a large team. It's about letting our purpose guide our decisions and actions. It's about leading from a place of authenticity and integrity, whether we're leading a Fortune 500 company or leading by example in our community. Let me share one more story that beautifully illustrates this concept of purpose-driven leadership. Renetta told me about Dominique Reighard-Brooks, the co-owner of EE Ward, the oldest consistently Black-owned business in America. Dominique's journey is fascinating. She started her career as a successful model, but she had a vision to make a difference in the business world. When the opportunity arose to co-own EE Ward, she saw it as a chance to not just run a business, but to preserve a legacy and pave the way for other Black women in entrepreneurship. Taking over a legacy business and navigating a male-dominated industry presented significant challenges. But Dominique approached these challenges with a clear sense of purpose. She brought a fresh perspective and branding savvy to the company, taking it to new heights while honoring its rich history. Dominique's leadership isn't just about running a successful business, it's about preserving Black history, inspiring other Black women entrepreneurs, and proving that with purpose and determination, we can succeed in any field. This is what purpose-driven leadership looks like. It's about more than just the bottom line. It's about making a positive impact, lifting others as we climb, and leaving a legacy that extends far beyond our individual success. Now, I want you to think about your own leadership style. Whether you're leading a team at work, running your own business, or simply leading by example in your community, how can you infuse more purpose into your leadership? How can you align your actions more closely with your values and your vision for the world you want to create? As we reflect on these stories and the wisdom Renetta shared, I'm struck by a profound truth. Girl, it really is a new day. We have the power to rewrite the rules, to define success on our own terms, to lead with purpose and authenticity. But here's the thing, this isn't just about individual success. When we embrace our authenticity, redefine success, and lead with purpose, we create a ripple effect. We inspire others to do the same. We create businesses that not only succeed financially, but also make a positive impact on our communities. We become role models for the next generation, showing them that there's no one right way to be successful. So, as we come to the end of this talk, I want to leave you with a challenge that has the power to transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you and the world at large. I challenge you to embrace your authenticity with fierce courage, to shed the layers of expectation and conformity that society has placed upon you, to stand tall in your truth, even when it feels uncomfortable, even when it goes against the grain. Remember Pinky Cole, who didn't just create a vegan fast food chain, but a movement that's changing lives. That's the power of authenticity. I challenge you to redefine success on your own terms, to let go of the metrics that don't serve you and embrace the ones that do, to measure your worth not by the size of your paycheck or the prestige of your title, but by the impact you're making, the lives you're touching, the joy you're experiencing. Think of Ashley Walker, who found success not in building an empire, but in nourishing her community. That's the power of personal definition of success. I challenge you to step into purpose driven leadership, to let your values and your vision guide your actions, to lead not from a place of ego or ambition, but from a place of service and impact. Remember Dominique Reighard-Brooks, who saw leadership as a chance to preserve history and pave the way for others. That's the power of purpose-driven leadership. And finally, I challenge you to create your own new day, to wake up tomorrow and see the world not as it is, but as it could be, to see yourself not as you are, but as you could be, to take one step, however small, towards the authentic, successful, purpose-driven life you envision. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't need more people who fit in. It needs more people who stand out. It doesn't need more people chasing someone else's definition of success. It needs more people creating their own. It doesn't need more leaders who follow the status quo. It needs more leaders who challenge it, who reshape it, who revolutionize it. The world needs you, the real you, the authentic you, the purposeful you that's been waiting to emerge, to shine, to make your unique mark on the world. So I'll say it one more time. Girl, it's a new day, your new day. Are you ready to embrace it? Are you ready to redefine success? Are you ready to step into your purpose and let it guide you to extraordinary heights? The choice is yours. The power is yours. The new day is yours. Let's make it count. Let's make it matter. Let's make it extraordinary. Thank you.